Well, Ukraine has reported 33 ceasefire violations by Russia as eastern Ukraine witnesses heavy shelling in the region. US has warned Russia of consequences after NATO refuted Putin's troops withdrawal claim. US President Joseph Biden also has urged Russia to consider diplomacy and return to the negotiation table. Here's a report.
The Russia-Ukraine standoff shows no signs of cooling. Shelling has continued in eastern Ukraine for the last 48 hours. The Ukraine armed forces have released CCTV images that show attacks on an army checkpoint near the border. The war between Ukraine and Moscow-backed rebels has been going on for 8 years in the Donbas region. The region is witnessing the heaviest fire in years. Ukrainian officials have reported 33 ceasefire violations from Russian-backed forces in one day. Amid the heavy fighting, the Russian-backed separatist leader has announced the evacuation of residents to southeast Russia.
As of today, February 18, a mass centralized evacuation of the population to the Russian Federation has been organized. Women, children, and elderly are to be evacuated first.
Russia has denied any knowledge of evacuations. Meanwhile, the US alleges Moscow is preparing for false provocations to invade Ukraine.
We are deeply concerned that that is not the path that Russia has embarked on, and that everything that we're seeing, including what you've described in the last 24, 48 hours, is part of a scenario that is already in play of creating false provocations.
US Vice President Kamala Harris has warned Russia to face severe consequences if they invade Ukraine.
But we are also committed, if Russia takes aggressive action, to ensuring there will be severe consequence in terms of the economic sanctions we have discussed. And we know the alliance is strong in that regard. And again, I thank you for your leadership as a partner in that effort.
The warnings come after the US alleged that Russia has stationed 190,000 troops in and around Ukraine's border. Earlier, the US had pegged the number of Russian troops at around 1 lakh. If the claims are true, this is the most significant military mobilization since the World War. Russian President Vladimir Putin had declared partial withdrawal of troops on February 15th, but the US and NATO say no big change has been seen on the ground. Russia has rejected the charges by the US and NATO.
The withdrawal has already started. We all saw the footage and got the information released by the Ministry of Defense. It is an extended process. It's clear the grouping for the exercises was built up over many weeks, and it is, of course, impossible to withdraw it in a single day. They can't just take off and fly away. It takes time.
Amid the saber rattling, Russia has released images of military drills in the Black Sea. Ukraine fears the drills are a precursor to an invasion. Bureau Report, India Today.